Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick.
Southeast Radio.
Good morning, I'm Karl Fitzpatrick and welcome to Business Matters. Well, the Wexford Science Festival was established in 2017. Now, 2 years on, the festival is gearing up for its biggest events to date, and Hazel Percival, Executive Librarian with Wexford County Council, joins me now to tell us more. Hazel, what is the Wexford Science Festival all about?
Okay, Karl. Wexford Science Festival is an annual festival. It's a relatively new festival and it celebrates science, engineering, technology, arts and maths.
And of course, the reason it's taking place in the month of November is because there's an annual week that's dedicated to science by Science Foundation Ireland for this, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. The week from the 10th to the 17th of November is Science Week. And in fact, you will see it. It's right across television at the moment and radio. You will see ads for Science Week. Schools are asked to get involved, communities are asked to get involved, individuals are asked to take time to stop and think, what is science? What do we mean by STEM, or as we're using this year in County Wexford, STEAM? And in fact, you'll find, even to stop and think about, how does my fridge work? How do we get light? What is the technology behind your TV working, your computer working? All that type of stuff. Science is all around us. We are living science every day. It's not something for geeks. It's not something for batty scientists that are locked up in their labs all day. Science is part of our life, and this just gives the opportunity for us to kind of stop and to experience science in action. And that is the reason one of the reasons behind us holding Wexford Science Festival here in County Wexford. We realised that through our library network, through the community development activities that are happening right in communities right across the county, through our schools, we have a golden opportunity to stop and to, over the course of Science Week, to take the opportunity to talk to kids, to talk to teenagers, to talk to students, to talk to adults, to have conversations about the various sciences.
Now, I do believe as well, Hazel, that the catalyst for Wexford County Council, along with your partners, to look at organising the Wexford Science Festival was because of the research which you completed into this particular area a number of years ago. Provide us with an insight into the outcome of that research.
Okay, what we were looking at the statistics for the county that had come out of the CSO surveys in 2016, and we also were looking at the IBEC indicators for the county, and we realised that just 4.1% of adults in the county were science graduates. The national average is 7.1%. That was quite a low figure, and we felt that it was important to do something to help address that. First event was smaller, and I think we had something like 35 events in 2017. We developed into a festival last year where we had 100 events in the course of a week. We decided this year we didn't want to grow any bigger, but we wanted to offer the opportunity to more people to take part. So we're running much the same number of events, about 100 events, with roughly about 50 scientists. And they will speak in our libraries, in community centres, in family resource centres, in the ETB, in the IT Carlow Wexford campus. And there's two big events on the 16th of November in the National Opera House, where we have 3 lectures, and then there's a big family showcase, a fun day where there's plenty of opportunities to see shows and to visit demonstrations, to see robots, to look at coding, to meet. In fact, BIM will bring along some lobsters. There's a real opportunity to see science in action, so it's a great day out and it's free.
Great. Now, the theme for this year's event, of course, is climate change and biodiversity.
Yeah.
It's a hot topic at the moment.
It is, but it's an important topic, and it's also a topic that Wexford County Council takes very seriously, and we have our action plan in place. So, in fact, this festival gives us the opportunity to kind of profile climate change and biodiversity. We're working quite closely with our partner, the WWETB, on this as well, and they are running an event on biodiversity. The big climate change day for us is on the 14th of November, Thursday the 14th of November. The big event is a climate change discussion that will be held in Wexford Library. The main speakers will be Dr. Cara Augustenberg, who is co-hosting a Science Week programme with Jerry Fleming, I believe, from County Wexford and others. She's linked with Cool Planet. She's a lecturer in UCD. Joining her is Carl Richards from Teagasc and Jonathan Durham from the EPA. What we're looking at there is how can we change? We're leaving aside the meteorological change. We're taking that as a given, and we're looking at how can you and I change our practices to help address some of the fallout from climate change.
The festival itself has over 100 events right across the county over 2 weeks. But Hazel, one particular event that stood out to me was the Meet the Scientist. This is a great opportunity for students to meet with real-life scientists and to find out exactly what they do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, absolutely. There are two kind of overriding objectives behind Wexford Science Festival. The first is to offer tasters to people to experience science, but the second definitely is to look at the whole area of careers. Now in the old days, people talked about joining the guards or being a teacher or being a priest or a doctor or whatever. But there's so many opportunities, so many choices out there now for people, and even if you look at the kind of arts and science fields, it's a massive area. And how do you choose and how do you make a decision? So again, it's recognising again that we have a lot of companies who are working here in Wexford in our midst. There are a lot of scientists that are out there. So we've taken the opportunity to host events in the 5 libraries of the county, and we've asked scientists to come in, and we call the events Meet the Scientist. And the idea is that they will learn about what the job of a civil engineer is. What the career is, how do you, where is the education pathway to help you become a civil engineer, and then where are the opportunities for employment, and especially are there opportunities for employment within County Wexford. So we have, as well as a civil engineer, we have scientists coming in, we have technologists coming in, people from life sciences who are working here in Waters Technologies, Anna Serene from Innovate up in Gorey Technology Company, Niamh Burney who works with Tech Central, and many, many more.
I know that the showcase events are taking place on the 16th of November. One of them that's focused at adults is on in the Opera House, and then you have the family event on up in the County Hall in Carricklawn.
Yeah.
What can people expect from both of those events on the day, Hazel?
Okay. The National Opera House is a new venue for us this year. The showcase day tends to be a busy day, and we felt that it was important to allow both the family group and the adult kind of lecture groups to happen, and to give each their own space. We needed to have a second venue for the adult lectures. This year we're joined by Niamh Shaw, who is an engineer, a scientist, a broadcaster, and she has a real interest in space, and she's taken part in a study on life at Mars, life on Mars, and she's kicking off our adult lecture programme down in the National Opera House. She will be followed by Dr. Sabina Brennan, who will look at all things to do with your brain. The lecture is called Rejuvenate Your Brain. So anybody who has a family member or who is tackling the whole area of Alzheimer's or dementia, or has an interest or is working within it, Dr. Sabina Brennan is one of the kind of renowned experts in that field working in Ireland today. So she will be the second speaker. And the third speaker is in this area of arts. And we're looking at how arts and science join together. They're looking at things like colour. How do we see colour? What would it be like if you were looking at colour with no black and white? They're also bringing their metaphysical helmets with them. When you're encouraged to put on these helmets, that they have been funded to produce these helmets by the Arts Council. But when you put on this helmet, you will experience, you will see what it's like to be looking at the world from the eyes of a cow or a horse or a chameleon.
Whether someone has an interest in the world of science or how things work, or indeed they're considering a career in science, there's an event there for everybody, really, Hazel, isn't there?
Yeah, there absolutely. And I mean, that's just the adult programme. If you come to the showcase day on the 16th up in Carricklawn in the County Council building, there are 3 shows. One is Glorious Blood, so we can see how all things to do with the body and the blood are happening. And the London Science Museum, who have been with us for the last 2 years and who really run an excellent show, they're kicking that off. Dr. Ken is talking about how you can save the planet in 45 minutes. Another climate change event, and then Niamh Shaw is coming up from the National Opera House, and she's going to talk again about how she has developed her life as a scientist and developed the interest that she has in aeronautics. There's plenty of things to do, and it's all free, but you do need to book, and you can book through the Wexford Science Festival website. Or contact your local library if you're having trouble getting through to anybody, and they will definitely help you make your booking and give you more information.
Well, there's no reason why the county won't support an initiative like this. It's free events, over 100 of them, funded by Science Foundation Ireland. There's something there for everybody. So the website that they need to go to for further information and for booking information, Hazel, is what?
It's www.wexfordsciencefestival.ie.
Well, if you've just tuned in, that was Hazel Percival, Executive Librarian with Wexford County Council, and I think that we've proven scientifically this morning that there's something for everyone to enjoy at this year's festival.
Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick.
Southeast